Capricorn, my name is MaryJo Earth. I'm here to do a general reading for you, our Earth signs. Capricorn, good friend here. Thank you for coming into the channel. I also want to welcome in your cross-watchers. Cross-watchers, you are here to find out what's going on with your person. Remember that energies go both ways, so feel free to interpret the direction of the messages as it relates to your personal situation. So messages that are coming through for you, Capricorn, should reflect some aspect of your current situation. Doesn't have to reflect the whole thing. Or it could just resonate with an inner knowing, something that you've known all along, or both. So take what fits, and if it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. It just might mean that the reading is meant for somebody else this week. I will have an extended at the end of this reading. The link for that is in the description box below. We'll dive deeper into the messages coming through by exploring the zodiac signs that come up in your reading. Those zodiac signs are about personal connections, personal relationships, as well as friends, family members, siblings, colleagues, work associates, your best friend, your circle of friends, anybody that kind of influences your energetic field or the energetic field of the connection. So keep that with you as we move forward here. And let's get started. This is for Capricorn. Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. Messages for those watching, please. Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Rising. All right. Okay, overall energetic theme for the reading, we have death. So some sort of major transformation here is happening in your life. New model needs to emerge. So let's see what's going on. Where are you at right now? What's happening? We have strength. We have the Three of Pentacles. And we have the Four of Pentacles. So right now you might be being challenged to grow, challenged in growth. There may be some things here that are still kind of in your auric field, kind of hanging on to you a little bit, or you might be hanging on to them. Just maybe ways of being, structures, ideas, thoughts, patterns. But you're definitely being challenged to grow here. So let's see why this is happening. Why is this happening? We have the Ten of Wands. We have the Four of Wands. And we have the Six of Swords. You may be a little bit stuck in the rut here. Something's definitely wanting to come to a completion. Something that you need to release yourself from. It could be a commitment. It could be something to do with something that's binding in your life. But there's definitely something here that's getting to be just a little bit too much to bear. Too much of a burden. Too much. Ten of Wands, right? Just overload. This could be responsibility. This could just be maybe you're doing too much, but there's something that you definitely need to release yourself from. So let's see how you navigate through these energies. How do you attain what you want here? We have the King of Wands. We have the Four of Swords. And we have the Seven of Cups. So I think this is about opening yourself up to some possibilities. There needs to be a rest period here so you can regenerate and kind of like get back to things that really bring you enthusiasm, like lighting that inner fire, getting that fire started again. That passion, those things that make you feel like you're alive. something that opens you up maybe to other experiences, that opens you up to other opportunities, that opens you up to having more choices in your life here. And that's going to require maybe taking a little bit of a break, or stepping back, or stepping away from, because some kind of major transformation wants to come through here. Some new model needs to emerge. So let's find out what this is that you're hanging on to here, the current situation. What's still attaching itself? For some of you, you may be looking for outside resources, or you may be looking for help, or asking for help, or, you know, maybe trying to find inspiration through YouTube videos like tarot, or just, you know, trying to find other like-minded people that can kind of help you get a specific direction. Because you're trying to find some sort of stability here. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Ten of Swords. And we have the Six of Wands. There's something pretty traumatic here that you're trying to get through. You're trying to rise above. You're trying to get past. You're trying to persevere through it. I think you're gaining a lot of wisdom and knowledge here from this, but there still seems to be remnants of this that are kind of playing themselves out, so to speak. And, you know, you're trying to find the courage and the confidence to be able to maybe meet this head on, but it might require a little bit more. It might require some sort of like different connections, different experiences, different people. Because I see you've gone through something here, or you are going through something here that seems to be, has been kind of hurtful. Has made you feel sad, has made you feel a little bit like you're, some hardships. And with the Ten of Swords here, this is something that's been kind of traumatic. Just feeling hopeless. But you're learning something here, and you're trying to bring yourself out of it. You're trying to bring yourself on the other side of this. But there's still some sort of remnants here that are kind of like not letting go. This could be somebody not letting go of you. This could be you not letting go of somebody else. But you're taking this experience and you're trying to make it work in your favor. So let's see what this is that you're carrying, or what's going on here. What is this burden? What is this Ten of Wands? In the why this is happening. Maybe you've taken on too much. We have the Eight of Wands, we have the King of Swords, and we have the Ten of Cups. There could be some sort of idolization here as well. Some sort of idea about what happiness is and how to attain it. I think things are moving very fast, or this could be information coming at you that's getting you to make decisions and actions on, you know, what you think is going to bring you happiness, or what you think happiness would look like, or what you think total fulfillment would look like. And I think it's getting to be too much. It's like it's piling on and piling on and piling on. If this is work related, it's like you're adding more to the plate. because there's some kind of idea, some kind of ideology here that's driving this idea of fulfillment. And instead of getting it being in fulfillment, you're just getting overburdened by it. Maybe you're taking on too much. Maybe you're taking on, could be having to do with commitment. It could be having to do with family life. It could be having to work 2 or 3 jobs. It could be going to school and working a full-time job. Let's see what this 4 of Wands is. Because you're definitely trying to bring yourself out of something, Capricorn, here. We have the Hermit. We have the Ace of Cups. And we have the 8 of Swords. I think deep down inside you want a new beginning in love. I think you want some sort of freedom here, fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. Maybe you thought that you were going to get that by, being in a commitment or a committed relationship, or, but it seems to be tying you up, wearing you down. It doesn't feel free. It doesn't feel freeing. And it's like you want to set yourself free. And this could be the why this is happening. Because you want to release yourself from this. Clarify the 6 of Swords. And this doesn't necessarily have to do with a relationship. It can be situational or relational. So take it how it fits your situation. 9 of Swords. The Magician and the Chariot. I think you're scared to remove yourself from this situation. I think you want to remove yourself from the situation. I think there's fear here and apprehension. I think you know that this is something that you want to do because we got the Magician here. The Magician is very much aware of what they're doing and why they're doing it. There could be some manipulation going on here too, or you could feel like you are being manipulated. Could be from a job situation that just feels like it's confining, or it could be a relationship, or it could be both. But it's something that you've definitely made a commitment to. And you're not feeling very good here. You're feeling powerless. And you want to take your power back. And so what you thought was going to bring you joy and contentment here really just seems to be wearing you down, wearing you out. 10 of Wands. I think you're starting to see this really, really clearly. That could be why this is happening. Because again, some sort of transformational process is trying to work its way through here. So let's see how you harness this energies. Let's see what you do to find attainment here. We have the King of Wands, we have the 4 of Swords, and we have the 7 of Cups. And the 7 of Cups could be, the path may not be clear yet. It may not be clear, but it's time to take a break from this so you can re-energize again. Because this seems to be taking a lot of your vibrant energy, like sucking the life out of you. So clarify what the King of Wands is. How do we attain? How does Capricorn attain moving themselves out of this situation? We have the Knight of Wands. We have the 7 of Swords. And we have the 9 of Coins. Well, I mean, you know, you want contentment here. You want to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. You want to feel good about what you're doing. And in order to get there, you might have to face some of your own thoughts, some of your own denials, some of the things that maybe that you have not been honest about yourself or with yourself. Because the Knight of Wands is about taking an inspired direction, right? It's about taking a different path and actually moving in that direction of what brings you fulfillment, what brings you life, what brings you that feeling of like enthusiasm and drive and passion. But in order to do that, you've got to start the journey with looking at your own deceptions and denial. Because the Nine of Coins is about yourself. Where did you miss it? Where in here, taking responsibility, where in here did you miss it? So that you can see things clearly. You can see things clearly, King of Swords, and start making informed decisions about where you want to go from here. So let's see what the Four of Swords is. Clarify the Four of Swords, please. Where did you give up your power? Who did you give your power away to? And why? We have the Six of Coins. We have the Ten of Cups. And we have the Knight of Coins. Or the Knight of Pentacles. So this is really looking about exchanges. Exchanges with friends, family, relatives, work. What is it you really value? That's what this is, taking a look at this again. What do you really trust? What makes you happy? What brings you joy? Where do you find contentment? And then to start, again, you've got another Knight here. It's to start taking steps in those directions. What can you trust within yourself? Where have you denied yourself? How do I do that? Because it's not coming up. There we go. Where have you denied yourself your own happiness and your own self-fulfillment? And this is about learning how to listen to yourself and trust yourself, instead of maybe listening to what's being told to you to attain and achieve happiness. Because this is about looking at what you really value. And in order to do that, you've kind of got to take a break or get away from all the noise, all the chatter, Eight of Wands, things that are moving fast, things that are having you to make decisions on a dime and to do stuff. Because the Knight of Pentacles is slow movement, one step at a time, one action at a time, with intent, with intention, being very mindful about it. So let's get clarity on this Seven of Cups. We have the Lovers. We have Death. And we have the Queen of Wands. This is also about taking a look at anything, any kind of connections in your life, as well as your relationships, and what's being valued. What is the give and take in relationships? What's being valued? Who's being valued? Who's receiving more? Who's receiving less? It's time to look at this and start transforming this. You got Death here and you got Death here. And then you've got the Queen of Wands at the ending, and you've got the King of Wands here. And this is what's really going to start moving things forward, of where you're going to start being able to dig into those creative energies that start moving your life forward, where you're feeling a little bit more free, more like you have choices, more like you can make decisions, more like you can be creative endeavors, creative aspects, artistic endeavors, things that just kind of like shine and set your soul on fire, give you meaning, give you passion, give you desire, things that help make, life worth living. And in order to do that, it's time to start looking at your relationships and the reciprocity in your relationships, about who you can trust and who you can't trust, what makes you happy, who makes you happy, why does it make you happy, and where have you denied yourself? So this is kind of heavy a little bit here, Capricorn. It's kind of heavy, but I think, the bottom line here, why this is happening, is it's because, there may have been influences that told you how to get attainment for your complete happiness. And I think what you found for this to happen is, whatever commitments you have made, deep inside, it's just kind of made you feel stuck, unable to move, not able to attain what you want to attain. And it's time to release yourself from that and start facing your fears on, what are some of the things that have manifested in your life and why? Why did you take action towards them? And start looking at where you may have been denied yourself your own happiness here. Because you're learning from this. You're learning that whatever made you feel powerless is your key out of here. Because once you can be aware of that and look at that, it sets you a sail to, the awareness of it starts the transformation. So let's see who's influencing this. I've got Leo showing up. I've got Cancer showing up. Wow. I've got Gemini and Virgo showing up. I've got Virgo again. I've got Scorpio. I've got Gemini. I think that's it. So I'm going to look at those in the extended. We're going to find out what the purpose of what their intentions are and the purpose of them in your life. What are they doing here? Let's get a message to you. I thought I saw another fire sign in here somewhere. I might look at fire signs in general. Aries, Leo, Sag as well. So Leo for sure, and then fire signs, Aries and Sag as well. So let's get some divine guidance here. Woo! Wow. Something better. There's something better out there for you, Capricorn, whether it's job related or it's related to relationships or connections or friends or whatever it is. If it's making you sad and it's making you feel stuck and it's making you feel powerless, somewhere along the way here, you've given up your power. And it has to do with reciprocity, give and take. And it has to do with, you know, could be self-deception, could be self-denial on some things. But in order for you to get your passion back, these are the steps that need to be taken. Because transformation is showing up here. A new model needs to emerge. So I'm going to look in the extended for those of you that want to join me. The link to that is in the description box below. And